am Kasasagi Usagi, and here I am with more Pillars of Eternity. I got time. Get away from me. Sorry. So we were in this place. What's this place? Heritage Hill, and there's all sorts of not good things happening.
Certainly.
So let's do that. I have explored everything, so now I'm just looking for doors. I have not yet gone in. I missed a chest. Oh, that's why I missed a chest. Oh, look at this spooky place. Yeah, I saw that coming. Okay. Go. I'll let him go first. There we go. And then everybody else who's ranged.
Yes.
'Cause no one's gonna be able to get past him.
That's it.
No one else can do anything either, but that's okay.
Dead on.
He's a big tough man. He's got this. Okay. Very good. Take the flesh. Ooh. Lord Valtus's will. A last will and testament has been carefully drawn up on the stained piece of sackcloth. It lists Lord Valtus's various titles and holdings, ending with the following. Should no member of my family survive, it is my wish that my wealth and property be dispensed to the Crucible Knights. Let my wife and children and me be buried with my forebears in the Valtus family tomb at the right hand of Duke Hedret. Signed, Belenero Valtus, 5th Lord of the House of Valtus. Oh no. Do you think those things that I just killed were Lord Valtus and his wife and child? Ooh. No, but they are right here. Saida, let us in. It's safe. Come out now. Open the door, Saida. The female Druggle sniffs the air and whirls around hissing, Survivor! Well, it was definitely right about what was happening. Unfortunately.
Hey.
Okay, I see what's happening here. Come out here. Nope. Okay. There we go. You can start shooting. Who's next? Durance, just come out here.
How may I help?
There we go. Now you can come.
Spot on.
Take care of yourself. Hey.
I'm ready. Border.
Let's have it out!
That's very funny.
These.
Okay, I will deal with that in a second. Let me clear this place out. Oh, there's the
I
key.
can do that.
Durance.
That's settled.
I like that Durance to become my rogue. And he just opens everything. Oh, and there's probably no going upstairs, huh? Man, why didn't you guys just go upstairs? Broken chairs, upended tables, and shattered vases block the stairs. Splintered planks shift precariously. I guess I don't know what caused everyone to become a zombie. It just seems to have, like, happened. Excuse me, don't mind if I do. Valatus's groundkeeper's letter. This is a note addressed to the household staff. Please see to it that the family mausoleum is swept and the marble polished. The key is hanging, as always, in the kitchen by the oven. I will take that. A kitty! Oh, yes. No one else can have pets right now. Oh, stop that. You can hold on to the kitty. Yeah, one day. I don't know what it's gonna take to unlock this magical power, but we will have a family of pets. Wan light shines from behind the map. There's a ragged hole to the outside as if someone dug through. Oh, I see. So there's one member of this family left, and she's probably at the mausoleum? Because I grabbed a key, but it wasn't like that key. There's a kitchen key somewhere that is probably long gone. Yeah, there was no key in here. I have... Oh. This seems to be a hook mentioned in this letter, but the mausoleum key is missing. Yeah. So I gotta go find her. A desk kitty. Okay. Mausoleums. All the mausoleums are over here. Oh, right. Wasn't there a mausoleum door that I could not get into? It was like down here, yeah. I remember that from yesterday? Question mark? Oh no. Yes. There she is. A little girl cowers in the back of the tome. Her face is streaked with dirt, and even in the shadows you can tell she's far too thin. She watches you, holding her breath. It's all right. You're safe. She inches into the candlelight. Her clothes are a little more than filthy rags now, but ripped and stained fabric looks like embroidered silk. You have to be quiet. Noise brings the hungry people. Has she been in here all along, hiding from those creatures? My name is Seda. Are you hiding from them too? She watches the door of the vault, her eyes wide and careful. Tell me what happened to you. Her eyes take on a distant look. Her legs start to tremble. You're frightened, and you've been stuck here for too long, but try to remember what happened before. She takes a deep breath and stares at the stone floor. There was a big noise and light in the sky. Everyone thought it was a storm, but then people started waking up. After they died, She twists her shredded sleeve into knots. Mother and Father and Emilio boarded up the door, but the hungry people found our house. Her fidgeting becomes more agitated. They fought, but the hungry people always get up again. They broke through the door, and Mother told me to hide. And then I came here to hide, but the door got stuck. I didn't know when it would be safe outside. Who are the hungry people? She whispers, and her eyes are round with terror. The ones outside. They don't sleep or die, but they eat. You're Seda. I came across some drunkles in your house. The girl's eyes widen. You saw Mother and Father? And Emilio? How did you get away? Those aren't your parents anymore. She picks at her thumbnail, watching you, and she nods slowly. It seems pretty dickish to be like, but where's your family? You need to get out of here. Is it safe? Are the hungry people out there? It's still dangerous, but the path to the main gate should be clear. Run for it. Oh, I don't know. So here's the thing. There's these two little girls in Bloodborne. They're sisters. The mother went to go find the father, and the father turned into a big nasty wolf dog and killed her. And then you kill the father. And then you go to the little girl, and she's like, I'm so scared, and my parents aren't here anymore. And you go, hey, don't worry. I know of a church that you can go to. And then you send her to the church unsupervised, and she dies. And then there's a second little girl, and she's already crazy. But you're like, I know where your sister's ribbon is. It's in a pit. And you send her off to go get it. And she also dies. I am tired of sending little girls to their deaths. I apparently don't have a choice, though. I won't let anything catch me, I promise. Well, I'm never gonna see this child again. She's dead, so... Good job, me, I guess. These vaults are sealed shut and sticky with cobwebs.
Light, flame, and sound.
This one isn't. No.
Ourselves.
Well, I thought that if I...
Oh?
You know what? It doesn't matter what I thought. Nestled among the candles and are the odds and ends of a patchwork family memorial. Valayan Lucia's a cameo etching a woman in finery and a turquoise necklace. Rest in peace, small girl. I'll never forget you. I didn't even have an option of like, don't worry. I am 100% sure I've doomed more small girls than this. Heritage Hill Cemetery. This all feels like a cemetery if I was to be real with you, video game. I'm gonna take your mushrooms. These stale loaves are as hard as rocks. She looks pretty okay. Left out to rot, these potatoes are covered with wet, rank-smelling bruises. I'm gonna... Man, I don't trust a house that's in shadow. Does this woman mind if I just
can do that.
rob her blind?
That's settled.
Don't mind me. Is she gonna be cool with what I'm doing?
I can do that. That's settled.
You okay? You're not one of Ekathnia's servants. Please, you've got to let us out of here before she feeds on us. What? Yep. What happened to you? We're just groundskeepers. When the district fell into chaos, Ikatha took us in and said we'd be safe until the knights got things under control. Instead, she locked us in here. Every week, one of the monsters who serves her comes in and takes one of us away. I don't know what she's doing, but sometimes we can hear their screams. Please get us out of here. Stay here for now. I intend to get to... I'm gonna steal. Don't be mad about it. I'm going to get to the bottom of this. I will rescue... save those men. A woman bends over a roaring fireplace, feeding a splintered chair leg into it. As you get closer, you notice something unnatural about her. A certain pallor to her skin, a lack of movement beneath her flesh, even while her arms execute deft, inefficient movements. Efficient movements. And then you see the puckered flesh, ragged and bloodless over her heart. Paulgina's eyes grow wide, and she thrusts a feather out to stop you from moving forward. Kazasagi! Be careful. She does not appear well.
It's rude to stare, you know. Don't worry. I've no mind to start anything with you. After all, I've stayed in such good shape by choosing my meals carefully.
She laughs to herself. Who are you?
A survivor, by the grace of my own careful preparations. When I heard the claws scrabbling at the door outside, I took care of matters myself. And since then, I've been careful to keep myself fresh and fed.
I saw you in a vision. There's something you need to do for me.
Believe me, I've heard that line before.
Cool. Do you know what happened here?
An incredible act of animancy, of a magnitude this part of the world likely hasn't seen since Engwithan times. Someone found something very powerful and ancient. And I'd bet my own preserved life it wasn't Aldhelm or his lovely assistant.
I still don't understand why this district is full of walking corpses. She spins from the fire to face you. Because someone found a way to tether their souls to their bodies. Don't you see? She taps her skull with an impatient finger. So when the heart stops beating, when the blood stops flowing, their bodies still animate. And with a newfound hunger, she turns back to the fire. Those that can feed it with living flesh and essence stay strong and sharp. Those that can't degenerate quickly. Tell me what you know about this Aldahelm. His name barely merits repeating. He's a charlatan who'd like to dig up pretty artifacts and call himself a scholar. The pity with Animensi these days is just about anyone can claim to be an expert. I see. She smirks. I truly doubt that. Okay. I came across a group of people in the back room. She clucks. I hope you didn't disturb them. Rounding them up is quite the chore. Well, it's time for me to get going. Okay. So here's my thought process. I suspect that we have not had the conversation we need to have with her. And so, hear me out. I don't want to put myself in jeopardy. This is going to sound bad, but follow me. I do not want to put myself in jeopardy by letting these people go. Because I had to come here for a quest-wise, MSQ, because there's something to do with the tower and her in my visions, and it is important. And it sounds bad, but I'm just gonna let those. They'll probably be here when I get back. Probably. Hold on. For what it's worth, I've played myself as a very good person, and I would like to continue that, but not at the stake of the MSQ. If I can save those dudes, I will. The massive stone door of the tower is sealed, and there doesn't appear to be any way of opening it. Speak the words you learned from the Laden Key Acolyte. You hear rumbles and clanks from hidden tumblers as the door unlocks. Cool. Oh, cool. Those dudes are probably going to be fine. Worst case scenario, one of them will be missing. Not all of them, though. Aw, beans. Well, let's go. Aw, beans. There's a lot of them boys here. Oh, Durance, you do love tanking, don't you? Durance loves tanking. On a completely unrelated note, my bags are full of flesh. I have so much skin from so many different people. Wait, hold on. Durance, come back. You got interesting notes on you. Crumpled page from Adelheim's journal. Day 7. A week of study and we're still none the wiser about this device. Trindig remains optimistic. I don't know what I'd do without his spirit. Trindig's letter. Dearest Mother and Father, you will be pleased to hear that I've learned much already since coming to the city. There are many incredible ruins nearby, and Master Greg has allowed me to accompany him on a number of expeditions. I am writing to you from inside an ancient Ingwithian tower. There's an entire district built up around it, but the locals have mostly left the tower untouched. They have let us set up temporary living quarters here so our work can continue uninterrupted. It is an unsettling place at times, but Master Greg has been a constant comfort, and he is quick to remind me that the things we learned from this tower may one day help us find a cure for Wayden's legacy. I better get some rest now. Master Greg likes to get an early start in the day. All my love, Trindig. Well, that was sweet. Oh, I hear essence shimmers and pulsates within the strange device. Oh, more things to find. You have got to stop tanking, Jones. And I know it's my fault, but
Here's
I'm
a
not really
lesson to
doing
be
anything to
taught,
stop the
Alex.
situation. Alright, everybody stop. I need Durance to stop tanking. He is, in fact, the cleric.
Margaret's fire bless this.
Oh?
Oh, it's over. Patting the scratchy old coverlet thickens the air with dust. No one has used this bed in weeks.
Certainly.
If you don't use your bed in weeks, does it really gain? No, I don't think so. That was a dumb question. I don't like the way that you type that. Ooh. There we go. Nope. Durance still find a way to get himself in the front lines. Oh, I need to read these notes. I'm throwing things in my inventory too quickly. Page from Alheim's journal. Day 2. We've completed our measurements of the machine. Thanks to Trindick's youthful agility, further examination is required to discover its intended use. Okay. Oh my goodness. There are just things to kill everywhere.
Dead on!
Durance, no.
Yes.
Finish them!
The scroll contains a pen and ink diagram of the Archer device running through the tower. Despite copious measurements and carefully drawn detail, it gives no indication of the machine's purpose. The work of Ingwethian's comprehensive guide.
Certainly.
Everybody, we gotta go this way. I see. Just the one?
On!
Just the one. Page from Edelheim's journey. Day 11. Finally got out of the tower to clear our heads. Beasts take the patrons. We'll finish the study on our own terms, our own time. Just as I said as much to Trindig, the sky came to life with the... Just as I said as much to Trindig, the sky came to life with stray lightning. I said it's a good omen, but the poor lad spooked. Only cure for that is a good night's sleep. I'm trying to figure out what these two are to each other.
Oh?
Maybe they're just really excited. Assistant and teacher. Maybe they smooching.
Finish them!
No. Fold page from Edelheim's journey. Day 10. Patrons grow impatient with the lack of quantifiable results. They should drag themselves out of their mansions and spend a few nights here if they think it's easy. The pulling, pounding energy of the machine feels even stronger up here. Letter from Ekatha. Adelheim, I did receive your recent summons, as well as the two that came before it. I'd be waiting for you to present yourself at my doorstep so that I could give you my answer in person, and a firm and unwavering no. I won't help you. In fact, I relish the idea of you and your team of glorified engineers sitting in that tower, sweating over the ruins I've studied for years. Nothing gives me greater pleasure than knowing that my research, which you've long disparaged, is the missing piece in your mundane little puzzle. As you well know, it's knowledge I've always valued. I'm just around the corner. I encourage you to find me should you wish to rehash this conversation in person. Yours truly, Ithcantha. Damn, that's spunky though. That's a bold fuck you. Did I miss some steppies? Yes, I did. Up here.
Let's try this configuration. Still nothing. Confounded device.
You doing okay, man? Standing near the device feels like being blown about by a storm gale. The stone steps hum with energy. Well, I bet this is Adelham. Yep. A man hunches over the strange mechanism, his spine a sharp ridge rising from the arched back. He's barely clothed in filthy rags, and the patches of skin you see are mottled green. A spoiled stench emanates from him. He's so intent on his work that he doesn't notice you until your shadow falls over him. When he turns and sees you, he snarls and scuttles behind the Adra pedestal. Only his bare teeth seem to have escaped decay. His eyes are yellowed and bloodshot. I am. But they flicker with intelligence. He averts his gaze and holds a hand in front of his face. I don't think any of these people meant to become necromancers. I do not believe this was the choice.
Shouldn't be here. What do you want?
Hey, yo, tell me what happened here.
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Hey. He smashes a fist into the Arda pillar, his hand making a crunching noise but doesn't bleed.
Forgive me. Forgive me.
He covers his face with his other hand.
Research. We came to do research on the tower. Some commission from gods. It hardly matters now.
Given the catastrophe that followed, the commission and your research might matter a great deal. Keep talking, Edelham.
Something happened on our 11th night. Lights in the sky and a static charge in the air. But we were so careful. We were staying in the chambers below. Trindig, my assistant, said he saw a robed figure lurking around the tower. Wore a mask. Carried knives at his sides. A trick of shadows, I told him. The next morning, we felt strange. Like we hadn't eaten in weeks. So dazed that we didn't at first notice the blood around our beds. The strange wounds that had appeared overnight. And the machine. This cursed spire. Dormant for 2,000 years. Lifeless through hundreds of our experiments. And we wake that morning to find it spinning on its own. On its own! How can we stop what we couldn't start? Years I've been doing this. Years. I know how these things work. But I don't know how this happened. Nowhere to go. That's the problem. Their souls are trapped here like flies in a jar, clinging to rotting meat.
Slow down. What does this machine have to do with souls?
No time to slow down. But I can explain. Hold a magnet over iron splinters and they stick, yes? Rub your hand over weir wool and the hair of your head will follow it. So it is with this machine.
He looks at you and runs his tongue along the edges of his fine, strong teeth. He quickly looks away.
It has the power to manipulate souls, but why? For what? And how many others lie buried in the ruins of Erglonfath? No. Focus on this one. It's imprisoned our souls in our bodies. Cut the root between essence and flesh. Left a dwindling soul stuck in a shriveling husk.
There was a stranger in the tower that night this happened?
I didn't see him. My assistant, he saw him. We laughed. Said he was spooked by the cemetery. Perhaps it was already too late. I don't know what he did. But by morning the machine was on and we were slain. People were already on the streets, complaining of neighbors and family members acting strangely.
What happened to the rest of your team?
By the time I realized what had happened, the district had already been sealed. So we fed when we needed, and locked ourselves in the tower to work. And then there came a time when the hunger struck, and there was hardly anyone left.
You're not like the gulls on the street.
Not yet. But I will be. My body is dead. My soul, imprisoned in this corpse, only makes it seem otherwise. And as the body decays, so does the mind. Until nothing is left but the hunger. The only way to forestall the process is through a regular infusion of essence. Living flesh is the only ready supply. I'm not proud of any of it. Hunting men and women in the early days of the affliction. Picking off soldiers that came to investigate. But I'd do it again. I'll do it as long as I must to end this disaster. You could help. Help me end this. Help me find sustenance.
Oh, Jesus. How can I help?
Not your help I need. It's Harridan, shrew. Squanders her research on frivolities, then refuses to make herself useful. Runes. The runes are the last part of the puzzle. Acantha knows them. She gives them to you, and you can turn the machine off. Release our souls.
She wasn't here the night the machine came on, staying with her patron somewhere near, too good to be burdened with our ignorant company. I'll get the words from Acantha.
Yes. Acantha. She was here. In the district. Probably here still. Always prepared. Clever lady, that one. And perhaps you bring me something. Something to keep me sharp. Then I show you a secret about the machine. Something to make you strong.
Aw, fuck. This is an animancer in his natural state, Watcher. Never has he respected the sanctity of the god's creation. Only now he can no longer has the cunning to hide it. He should be put down like a sick animal, although not without first putting his spirit to the flames test. Well. Oh, it's nice that I can go all the way to the bottom. They don't make me go room by room. Oh, I can go this way. So now I have a choice to make. I have about 3 minutes, I think, depending on how much dialogue that other woman has, to think about it. And do I turn in those people for power? Power. I need more power. It would probably easily be the worst thing I've done in this whole game. Like, easily. And I actually haven't done that many terrible things. I try not to. I try and be a good person. Because I feel bad when I'm a bad person. However, power. Hello.
You return. What if you come seeking this time?
I need the words that operate the Ingwethian machine in the tower.
That fool Aldhelm. He sent you, didn't he? I can hardly believe he's had the cleverness to survive. That simpleton thinks he can understand how to use something without understanding what it is, or why it is.
She laughs, a noise that blends the crunch of dry leaves with something piercing and white hot. You feel a hot core of pride smoldering at the center of her soul.
He dabbles with ancient and powerful devices, with all the finesse of a blacksmith. He sends you here to petition me for aid after years of disparaging my research. I'll bet he didn't even tell you the tower's name, did he? That's his problem. Always looking for solutions without caring for meaning.
The problems in Heritage Hill are bigger than your rivalry, Acantha. What do I care? I prepared myself for an eventuality such as this, and I can assure you those dwindling souls on the streets are beyond caring as well. Her pride burns brighter still. Humble Adelham now by demonstrating the value of your research. My silence demonstrates it more succulently. Your words fan the strange coals at the center of her soul. Tell me the tower's name.
Ternuneth. It's called Ternuneth. They built the machine atop it to contain souls, hold them in place. But the others I've seen, machines scattered all over the Deerwood, are relays, built to move souls.
Where would they move souls?
Another mystery. Hypothetically, anywhere they wished. The real question, as always, is why? To intermix them the way a player shuffles his deck, the way a farmer rotates his fields? To collect them, like butterflies under glass? To melt them down for raw essence? Unfortunately, I don't know.
You seem to know a lot about Ternoeth.
I read the runes like a journal. I understand their meaning. People like Aldhelm try to read them like instructions, and in so doing, they miss their true meaning completely.
Why would Ingwethians have wanted to tether souls like this?
Perhaps they didn't. Perhaps that's why they built no other machines like this one. We now see the Engwithans as masters of soul manipulation, but they couldn't have attained their expertise without copious trial and error. Perhaps this was one such experiment.
How do you operate the machine atop Tirnoeth?
Back to these tinkers' concerns. And what would you do with these tethered souls if I told you?
She crosses her arms over her unmoving chest. Man, I bet she won't enjoy when I tell her that I would release them. I'd release them.
So you say. And just what would you release them to? They'd abandon their existence here for another somewhere else, equally aimless and meaningless.
I could help you, but I won't. The pride lodged in her soul flares up, twisting into the shape of something that writhes and squeals within her. Here I have specimens aplenty, and time enough to observe them all. It's every scientist's dream. My answer is no. The fate of those trapped souls is more important. They're inconsequential. Their existence means nothing. They don't even understand their predicament, which you and I see so clearly. Her pride blazes on. Through them, I'll accomplish more than any of my peers. Hoarding knowledge is pointless. The burning thing roars to life. Nothing is more important. We gather and study, and through it transcend the 1,000 interested lives that brought it to us. And who will know about it? The pride thing flickers as the flames around it abate. All I've learned, years of studying the Ingwethian language, no one understands it better than me. That counts for something. Knowledge is meaningless unless it's shared. A foolish and false sentiment. Knowledge is meaning. It needs no external purpose. Her pride smolders still. But what use is it? Her pride rages inside her. Uses? Why must something so pure be fashioned into a blunt instrument? Your opportunities here are finite. One day, that knowledge will die with you. That pride hisses and sputters. It's a little more than an ember now. You're wrong, but there's no conviction in her voice. I'll build it forever. I'll cling to it. That will give me something. Will that really be enough for you? The dying cinder clings to life. It will. It must be. Teach me what you know, and I'll make sure it grows and your legacy lives on. Your words finally quench your pride, and all that remains is a blackened diamond-hard rock. You cast it away, where it melts into the darkness.
So be it. My studies and efforts shall grow through yours.
Man, this game really wanted me to kill her, huh?
These are the words you need.
Her cold, dry fingertips rest on your temples, and you feel her reaching into your mind, forming images from the darkness. Ruins flash through your head, but they're no longer just pictures. They have meaning, and you understand them. They're commands. Something triggers in your mind, a distant memory unearthed from a past life long since buried. You can see a vast array of ruins, far more than Ithaca has shown you, and you know their sound and their meaning and how they fit together, the language of Ingwith once more at your command.
Something has awakened in your mind. You understand far more than I ever did. Take this knowledge, then, and do what you will with Ter Nuneth. Now that you understand its purpose, it will serve you in whatever way you wish.
Certainly. You said the other towers of the Direward were constructed to move souls. Why would the Ingwithians have wanted to do that? Another mystery. Hypothetically, anywhere they wished. The real question is why. To intermix them the way a player shuffles his deck, the way a farmer rotates his fields, to collect them like butterflies under a glass. Oh, we did read this. Remind me, oh, we are just repeating dialogue now. Oh, so I could have gotten all this dialogue if I had,
Turn it off, I expect. That will be easy now that you can read the runes. The vessels would still roam, but striking them down would return their essence to the cycle. But be careful. That machine controls hundreds of souls, and that volume of essence could easily overload it. Improperly channeling the essence would destroy the machine along with the souls. It would be a terrible loss for posterity.
if only we could gather the Animancers together in one place. Perhaps we could destroy their souls as well. That's all, thanks. Bye. Okay, so I'm making a foul choice, and I'm going to leave those men to die. And I'm going to give them to... what's his name? And I'm going to do it for an even darker purpose. And that purpose is that I hope those two kill each other. And that sounds fucked up. And you would be right. But if I send this man to her, imagine. Maybe they'll kill each other and I can still save the people. We'll see how it plays out. I want to like Animancy, but everyone who's an Animancer has kind of been batshit awful. I'm going to tell him where the McPrisoners are. Adelham looks much worse than before. His rotten flesh hangs loosely, and sores have eaten away patches of his skin at the joints. He looks at you with a strange glimmer in his eyes.
Flesh.
He takes a tentative, scuttling step towards you. He doubles over, coughing up strings of black bile. He seems to have forgotten about you for the moment. Cool. I'm busy. A jagged Adra pillar rises in front of you, encased in stonework, and through it with copper veins. The panel is covered with runes which you now understand. You recognize words for end and for hold. The dial is currently fixed on hold. You also recognize an description that the manner in which you turn the dial is means of throttling the device. Oh. So I could end it, but then anyone could turn it back on and the tragedy would be repeated. Maximize the machine's throttle in hopes of overloading the device. Uttering a command, you give the dial a violent twist. The moving spires spin faster and faster, wobbling from their axes. The light filling the machine quickly becomes too bright to behold. You look away and cover your ears, but the thunderous crash that follows shakes the floor beneath you. When you look back, the machine is in ruins, never to be used again.
Still and silent. It's finally over.
Oh.
Yes.
Do I not... We're done?
Still and silent. It's finally over.
I guess we're done here. I thought he wanted the prisoners. Well, in that case, I'm definitely gonna go save them. Oh, I definitely didn't have that option. But that wasn't an option, though. I could either end it or I could blow up the machine. Have I not been evil enough to even warrant that option? Well, let's go save those dudes. Damn, if I had known that, I would have saved them. Do you think she would have given me the information if I had released those men? Gosh, so many questions. Closing doors and all that. I could have just... Oh, I bet I could have just used the machine and done whatever I wanted for it. Oh, she's not here anymore. The way to the district exit should be safe. Go now. Thank you. We'll never forget this. She's not here anymore. That's so curious. I bet there were a lot of different ways that that could have gone. Well. I did what I could. There! That's the nice lady who helped me! Holy shit, she's alive! I didn't kill a little girl. And thank the Iron Arm for it. We'll get you sorted out at the keep.
Welcome.
I see the stench hasn't driven you away yet. The tower, it's off. Does that mean the curse on Heritage Hill is lifted? I better get a manor in black and brave for this. It wasn't a curse, but yes, the district is safe again. I think it'll be some time before anyone is willing to settle in the district again, but at least we can get started on restoring it. So... I don't remember who Kurt is. We still have to do that. Okay. Okay. Well, let's go to the compass really, really quickly. One day. And finish up some of the side quests before we move on to a lot of MSQ stuff. Oh, good. I have a lot of money now. Okay, so I've restored a lot of the keep. The Bailey houses various necessities for keeping the stronghold self-sufficient. Building this upgrade will allow you to upgrade the grounds further. The towers of Kadnua stand high above the walls of the stronghold. Upgrading the towers will grant a perception bonus when resting at Bright Hollow. Okay. The south curtain wall provides further protection to the Bailey from intruders coming from the south. Oh, restore all the walls. The Library of Kadnua contains countless volumes of ancient lore. A lore bonus. You employ hirelings. The dungeons of Kadnua contain 9 cells. Upgrading the dungeons will allow you to take prisoners during your travels. Hello! Yes. Absolutely. I have no idea what I'm doing here. But there's only so many people, places. Commander Cliver's Forge Knights seem to have finished. Blah, 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 blah. Commander Cliver has asked me to deliver to the research to one of High Justice's commanders at Emlong's Compass. What? Oh, is it you? You there, did Commander Cliver send you? Yes?
Hail and well met.
The woman sizes you up, squinting against the glare from the water. Uh, you've come from Crucible Keep, I take it. I was told you'd have something for me. Here it is. Excellent. I should get this back to the High Justice before she looks over at your shoulder at the sound of approaching footsteps. Too late. Get ready. Wait, what? No, all my squishies are right there. This man's face is twisted into a snarl. Are you mad? You hold the secrets to one of the foulest examples of animency, and you want to hand it over to the Crucible Knights? He shakes his head. It's an abomination. Caged souls used as weapons, and you'd give these silk stockings an army of them? He raises his axe and tightens his grip around the haft. I can't let you do that. The research must be destroyed. All of these are violent. I'd like to see you try. Yep. God damn it. Bum. Well, all my squishies are about to get slapped so hard in the face. How fast can you turn around and knock somebody down? Oh, you need to get out of there, my boy. Oh, there's a lot happening here. Well.
Oh.
Yeah, that's to be
I fear we've
expected.
lost.
Yeah.
Ready. Got an arrow.
You're not.
Lavaru beyond. Yes.
Hey, Verathus!
Well, Anarod wipes her blade with the lining of her cape. I'll take that as our cue to leave. With the dozens growing so bold, there's no time to waste. She strides back towards the waiting boat. Give my regards to the commander and watch your back out there. Well, we're lucky that that didn't go as badly as it could have gone. Give me all that.
Certainly.
Good job, everybody. Now that we're done here... Oh, can we rest at the camp, do you think? Oh, if we could rest at the camp, that would be ideal. Oh, I finally got my Starbucks, and it is very tasty.
Welcome.
I could use some rest if you don't mind sharing your camp. After all you've done for me, you are quite welcome. Get some sleep by the fire, and I will keep an eye on the tide. So I always get the same drinks because I am a creature of habit, and I do not care for change. So it is called a cinnamon dolce latte. So it's just a latte with a cinnamon syrup flavoring, and it's very delicious.
Yes.
It used to be a seasonal drink at Starbucks. I used to work at a very big mall. Hello. I am talking about my everyday Starbucks order. It used to be when I used to work at the mall, it was just a seasonal drink, and I started working at this big mall in where I live, and I started working in the fall, and so I thought the drink was like all year long, but when Christmas happened, they were like, oh, we don't make the cinnamon dolces anymore, and I was like, what? So I switched from Starbucks to a coffee place called Caribou. I actually can't remember the name of that place now. It's just slipped my mind. It was something Caribou. And they have something called a campfire mocha, which is it's like a chocolate coffee Caribou coffee, yes, yes. It's like a chocolate coffee with marshmallows, chocolate shavings, and graham cracker dusting on it. And holy shit, I was ascending. It was so delicious. They actually, there are not many caribou coffees where I am at. They're usually in malls and not even all the malls. But it was the most goddamn delicious thing I've ever had. And I'm really sad. Oh shit, hello. I'm sad every day that I cannot continually sup on the deliciousness that is a campfire mocha.
Can't get a good shot with this.
You're not getting.
Oh, turns is taking, as he always does.
That's not.
I got the priest.
He's dead.
Yes.
Well, I think that would have gone better if I had been attacked right out of the gates. Yeah, it's very tasty. I highly recommend it. I'm a sucker for marshmallows. Starbucks has a drink that's only in the summer, and I don't even think it was this summer. Granted, I didn't do a lot of going out and about that would take me to Starbucks. It's the s'mores frappuccino, which is like your regular iced
Certainly.
coffee, and they put a lot of chocolate syrup in it, and marshmallow flavored whipped cream with graham cracker
Hey.
dustings. Oh lordy, oh lordy, it's so good.
That's not.
Can't get a good shot.
I know, chocolatey drinks are so good. If I remember correctly, there is a whole host of dragons that will come out and beat me up in a second. Well, I think Durance is gonna be fine. We need
Certainly.
to get our shit together, though, family. Come on. Tanks in the front. Durance, where are you in this group that causes you to get in so many predicaments? Yeah, don't do that. Get back here. There we go. Maybe this will make things better.
Let's try some.
There's a lesson to be. There's a lesson to be taught.
Good shit.
Hey,
Oh.
Oh. Spooky, scary.
Certainly.
When I came here the first time, I don't know if anyone remembers who was here, but like 8 dragons came and just beat the crap out of me. And I was like, oh, I guess I shouldn't be here yet. And then it was just the one. Unless I'm exaggerating, but I just remembered being destroyed by dragons so very vividly.
hey.
Okay. Let's be more responsible with our abilities. That's good. There we go. Like a proper little squat.
Yes. I understand.
Oh, fuck. Hopefully it's just a fireball. Nah.
Dead on!
Knock that dragon down, please.
Yes.
It's just a little one, though, so it should be okay.
Yes.
There he goes.
Oh?
Alright.
Certainly.
Let's go along this way. There's gonna be more dragons here. Yup. Big boy.
Can't get a good
Okay. Alright,
Yes.
everyone.
Certainly.
Hello.
That's
Sir, can I convince you to turn the dragon the other way? Yes, that's good enough.
Can't get a
Oh, are you tanking? Don't do that. Oh, he died so fast. Are we getting stronger? I'm so proud of everybody.
all right then.
Alright, before we go into the cave that's going to inevitably beat my ass, let's continue our exploration.
can't get
That's
I'll let Let's burn this away!
I have, had straight black coffee.
Aye?
Probably not at, like, Starbucks. If only because, Starbucks has a pretty bad habit, and it obviously depends on the Starbucks, of really burning their beans. Like, sometimes their roasts are really, where did you come from? Really harsh. But yeah, like freshly brewed black coffee is like super excellent. Alright, guys. How did you take so much damage?
You don't want what I have, Watcher. Some flames spread easier than others.
Okay. Pick up the fucking loot.
Yes.
And spare me your bullshit. The tunnel burrows into the depths as far as the eye can see. The crystal waters are perfectly transparent. That's okay. They're definitely acquired tastes, and they're definitely not for everybody. I'm gonna do myself a favor and camp outside the cave. That seems like a smart idea. No, that's true. We all have problems. Let's see. Into the cave we go.
A temple to Margaret if there ever was one. That sulfur odor. That's how you know she's excited.
I don't like the things you say, Durance, like ever. Rippling waves of heat rise.
Finish them!
I do enjoy the magic bean juice, but I think it's good to avoid if you're not into it, because caffeine is not something you want in your life if it can be helped.
Dead on! Have to try something else. Finish them.
Oh, we're all on fire.
If it makes you rest easier.
You've got to stop talking to me like that, Durance. I will send you home. Thank you. Money. We all together? Nope.
Hmm?
We're all in this together. Oh god, there's something awful right over here. In fact, I can hear it. I'm gonna level up my characters really quick. Hello! Oh, it's been so long. Swift aim. Reducing accuracy. We don't want that. I am well. How are you? We can't level up your lore anymore, huh? I think that's fair. What else do you want, Aloth? Survival? Yep. You should probably have some survival in your bones. Confusion. Oh, yeah. Bravely Default 2 dropped. I love the tentacles. How has it been? I never played Bravely Default 1, but some of my favorite streamers on YouTube love the Bravely Default series. Iron Skin, Flame Shield. I'm gonna hang on to those points. Fighters perfectly suited to wear even bulking or terrific suits of armor, lowering their recovery penalties sufficiently. Absolutely fantastic. I have you in some very armored armor. Ooh. Mechanics. Yes. You just get that all, huh? Good for you, Durance.
I'm here.
I know you are. I also been doing survival for you, but I think I'm gonna give you some athletics. And takedown. Ooh, absolutely. This woman is so goddamn beautiful, I don't even know what to do with myself. Why couldn't I have been a bird person? It's just not fair. Look at it. I love her. It's true. Alright, everybody. I just, spent a lot of time making sure that we are fit to do this. So let's not blow it and die immediately to whatever's over here.
Certainly.
Ah. The drake cocks its enormous head looking at you. It issues a stream of words directly into your mind. Glowing, burning, spark! You godlike thing, you come to take my spark, yes? What's the spark? The drake coils its body protectively around something. Spark! It's an ember! Warm, glowing, beautiful. It turns its head to look out of one slit pupil. One day I will become a burning thing, bright and terrible like my spark. I promise I didn't come to take your spark. I think I did in fact come to take her spark. Liar! Fair. The drake roars. You come to steal it with your cold, dirty paws. I mean, that is fair. I was probably lying. Alright, my boy. You need to be strong. As do the rest of you. Oh, fuck. No, the bear should do this. And the fox should do this.
Hey.
Oh, it's all bad beans, I'll tell you what, though. It's just too many things. Oh, I'm gonna need some big magic from you. Let's do the tentacles right out of the gate. That's how we start. Oh yeah, the beans are going to be everywhere. Oh shit, no, I need you to actually do that one. Fuck, Durance, I don't even know. Stand here and try not to tank for once in your goddamn life. Okay. So what I need Durance to do is I need him to just pop off with the magic spells. Conjures an intensely luminous beacon of light, causing enemies in the area of effect to take penalty to all defenses and accrue burn damage over time. Let's do it. Oh, Durance. You're tanking. I told you specifically not to do that. God damn it. I want to lose him, and he's so important. Oh good, the bear took aggro. Durance. Durance. Okay. I need more tentacles. And I need you... we all need to just focus on what's happening over here, I think. Can you tank? Are you tanking? You are tanking. No, you're not. That was super bad. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Don't die, don't die. Nobody can die. Okay. Okay. Can you guys do something about this dragon? Why is there a little man still alive? That can't be happening. What else can you do? You can shoot a big ray of lightning and it's not gonna hurt everyone in the vicinity. Oh, I'm so proud of you. Okay.
That's...
Oh, no. Oh, that's so bad. He melted into 1,000 pieces. Fuck. And this dragon is barely injured. Okay. 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 Bear? Bear, I need you to do everything. I need you to take that aggro. And I need you to be the biggest, strongest bear that you've ever been. The rest of you need to kill this fucking dragon. Endurance cannot... Alright.
Can't get a good shot with this.
Oh, the dragon's dead. Oh, Ella, I need more
I shall
tentacles.
deal with this one.
No, tentacles. More tentacles.
Ulu's 10.
Okay. Ella's dead. Oh crap, Ella's dead. You're a paladin. Tank better. There we go.
Ready, Watcher. Can't get a good shot with this.
It's almost dead.
Freros, Ceres.
Get up! Get up!
Permet gong swolias. My can't get a good shot with this. Finish them.
Oh, don't.
Not quite.
Please, please? Don't die. Is my girl not firing arrows?
Oh.
That's probably not helping anything. What are you doing? Get back there.
Permet gong swolias. Alagina's gonna be mad when she wakes up. Can't get a good shot with
You
this.
need to get away from each other. Be strong.
Got an arrow. Got an arrow for this one. My bow. Finish them. Got an arrow for this one. Damn.
Hmm.
Not quite.
It's been a near death for so long. Oh!
Not quite.
Oh. Holy shit. You all did terrible. On the ground where the dragon had curled around it, you find a stone that glows a brilliant orange. It is cool to the touch when you reach out to retrieve it. Durrance catches a glimpse of it, and his eyes bulge out of his sockets. He growls, his mouth puckered as though having tasted poison, and he spits on the stony ground. A horror's cruel jest! That bitch has always known where to sink her claws to get a rise out of me. What do you mean? This stone you carry. This is part of the bomb that destroyed Aothis, the God Hammer. You tell me more about the God Hammer. Ask me on the road, Watcher. I am in no mood for it, with the horror's bitter perfume still clogging my senses. Maybe. You seem angry. For the first time, Durrance seems to be aware of his demeanor. As quickly as it had flared, he seems to recede, until you start to question whether he had been angry at all. Huh! No, it's not anger, you see. I am merely the victim of a divine practical joke. It seems that will remain between she and I, Watcher, for only I am able to appreciate it. So, what's it doing here? One wonders. The bomb blew big, but it would not have sent fragments this far from the citadel. The Drake must have carried it quite a distance, or Malgren merely put it here for herself. Is it worth anything? Ha! Ask Aothis. If you mean in terms of copper, there was a time when it might have been, but the market soon became flooded with pieces of the Godhammer, most of them no more than the trivial enchantments of swindlers dabbling in wizardry. Counterfeit. Let's bring it back to Phygra. Oh, as there has never been a reliable way to judge the fragment's authenticity, and the would-be judges are often watchers, questionable as the artifacts themselves, their value has plummeted considerably. Any shopkeep, if he's interested, and he'll try and sell you the fragments instead. Let's bring it back to Fragra. You catch Darren squalling once more out of the corner of your eye, but he says nothing else. Anyway. Well, we done did it, I guess. Oh. I didn't think things would be trapped in here. Well, we killed every dragon in this place, so I hope we're all proud of ourselves. I think she's in the first fires? Maybe? I can't remember.
Feels like I've been tossed around in a snowstorm.
That's your dying dialogue. You alright, Sagani? Everyone could use a nappy nap, I think. I do my best. Excuse me, pardon-moi.
Hello.
May you be guided and tempered by the flame. Present the burning stone. I journeyed to the Searing Falls myself, and this is what I found there. She takes the stone in her hands and gasps, "By the flame! Do you know what this is?" It's a fragment of the God Hammer. Yes, she turns it in her hands. The very weapon that Magrin herself helped us build to defeat the Wadewind in the Saints' War. She turns the stone in her hands, gazing at its bright glow. It's weird seeing right in front of you like that. Before it was just stories, never seemed real. Yet her mouth twists into a frown, and the orange light carves deep shadows across her face. So why don't I feel any different? What good does this do? Her knuckles whiten as she tightens her fingers around the stone. Margaret is the goddess of trials, yet you sent me to pursue the vision she gave you. You proved yourself faithless. Her expression cracks in anguish. Was it a test? Or just evidence of what Margaret already knew? She tucks the rock away. I think I suspected. But I kept hoping for a different answer. Everyone's trial comes. There's no avoiding it. To avoid it is to fail it. Her weakness shows plain as the relic's glow. She may have won the robes of Margaret, but she never followed her. Lost in the darkness, this one. Do not forget what it looks like. She looks sadly at the empty-handed statue. This is the true burden of faith. Not a goddess's challenge, but her absence, her silence, or the answer that reveals your own hollow conviction. She holds her hands in front of her. It will take weeks to appoint a suitable successor. In the meantime, I'll serve the people as best I can. She sighs again. Wait here a moment. She disappears and quickly returns with something in her hands. I'm no longer fit to wield this, but perhaps it can serve you. Besides, I do owe you some thanks for the service you've provided. Hello! That was like, I don't think I talked about it, but it was something where, like, she's worried about her faith, gets a vision from the goddess herself, and then sends someone else on her faith journey to, like, reinstate it. If she had gone herself, well, she probably would have died, but, like, she didn't do, like, what the goddess asked of her, and then wonders why she still feels empty. It's just... I think I have to go back to the Crucible Keep, but I do want to heal. Faster, my lads. Oh no, that was you guys going faster? I also have some stuff to do in Blackenbury. But I don't have much left to do.
Fermented caribou milk
Aloe.
would hit the spot
Never
right
before
now.
have I met an Adiran man so hesitant to speak his mind.
I'm not hesitant. I just, like to
Oh. Apparently we rumbling.
Not hesitant, I just consider my words carefully.
No. Yix. Hana.
Yeah.
That's it!
Thank you for all your clothing. Take care.
Certainly.
Oh, wait a second. Oh, that's not what I wanted. They had notes on them. Yeah, it was this. Written on this scrap of parchment is a concise but detailed description of you, including your name, your distinguishing features, and everyone you're known to have associated with you in your brief time in Direwood. Why? Why this? Okay. So, Lord Raymond... I've learned of a plot to rob a Brackenbury nobleman named Lord Raymond, and the letter that describes the plan in detail. I have given the heart of the White Marsh to Aberkin. Domel, in return, Aberkin has promised to put in a good word with his father, good dear Noble. Oh, I couldn't do this because I was too close to the Crucible Knights, so they didn't want to hang out with me. Gilded Veils. Oh, yeah, there we go. Travel with a deer, get to know Durance, find the ruins, endless paths for Kana, stuff for Sagani. I still have to find this man, Curran. I may have to Google it, because I don't know where he is. Do you think that's true? I bet that's true. Turn a Crucible Key. Okay. So we have 2 minor things left to do. Do you think it's the consequences of my own actions come back to haunt me at long last?
How do you do?
I did steal from some rich and shady people. I have stolen a lot of things. If I can put my hands on it without getting caught, my hands are on it and it's in my pocket. I've done a lot of good things too. Okay, Crucible Key. Let's go. It's one of the last things I have to do. First fires. And then I gotta find that man. And do that one thing for the dozens. That one single thing. Nah, what? Is this what? Oh, the Forge Knights. These are the knights, the Animancy Knights that they made. With the research that I got from. Oh, they're beefy. They're beefy lads.
All right, then.
Everybody, we gotta go. Oh my god, did the Forge Knights become... What's that movie? With Will Smith and the robots. iRobot? I don't know. iRobot, yeah, there we go. I think that's what's happening here.
Can't get a good shot with them. Spot up.
That's...
likes to just not do anything if it can be helped. That's the mood for sure. What people did I give zombie juice to? I've lost thread of everything that I've been doing.
Hey.
No, I want to loot. These are the... So...
Yes.
These are the Temple Knights. No, the Crucible Knights. I don't know. And the Crucible Knights and I are pretty close. Oh, that man fucking died. The Crucible Knights and I are pretty close, and I helped them. So God, I was like a week or so ago that I saved a woman from the dozens. I think they were. My bear's just sitting vibing, do shit. I saved a woman from the dozens who was getting beat up because she had animancy stuff, and her research was about making knights that were like that could move and do stuff on their own, because the temple knights are so short-handed. Yeah, give me that. And so is it stealing? I guess it's still stealing. Fine. Because they wanted knights that they could patrol the streets and stuff, and that would just listen to orders. And so we went to see that woman at the compass, and the dozens fought us there, and we're like, what the fuck? And we killed them, because fuck the dozens, first and foremost. And they brought the research back here, and it apparently went all wrong, because anytime animancy is involved, it does seem to go all wrong. Oh, I can loot these things too. Oh, hell yeah. Wait, hold on. Money. Wait, money. Okay. I mean, this is true. Bear, help them. Oh, my fox is tanking. Don't do that. Now that I've put a tank stance on her, life is quite a bit better. You two aren't doing anything, are you? Yeah, that's what it looked like.
Hey, you're not getting through me.
Yes.
Good job, everybody. I guess. Don't mind me. I will be taking the money and the clothing off your fallen companions.
Certainly.
Thank you so much. My bear can't loot. It's the biggest tragedy in this game. Pardon me. 4 silver, 11 copper. Don't mind if I do. Thank you. So...
1 minute. My justiciars were training the Forge Knights. And the next, they were being cut to pieces. But the survivors owe their lives to your skill. You fought valiantly, worthy of any seasoned soldier. In fact, I'm naming you an honorary justiciar.
Oh.
As a reward for your service, please accept this blade and armor, worthy of a Knight of the Crucible. If there's anything else I can do for you, you need only ask. I'll send word to Fleetbreaker Castle immediately. We clearly didn't understand the Forge Knights as well as we thought. For now, we'll have to continue recruiting the old-fashioned way.
Oh, man. I really want to be on the side of animancy. I can't say that a single thing that's happened in this game wasn't because of animancy. It seems like it's super bad, actually. I know one thing for sure, certain, the Mafia will never talk to me now. I was trying to get in good with them. don't want anything to do with me. So the lives were lost for nothing? Keep researching the Forge Knights. I am sure you'll find a way to keep them under control.
It's a rare person who can get me to change my mind.
Oh shit.
Still, I've come to trust you and your steadfast principles. Very well. We'll continue with the research, keeping only one Forge Knight active at a time, and under heavy guard.
I convinced you just like that? Have a backbone, man! My advice isn't good. I'm in it for me. Well. No, I tried to. Remember that lady with the super fancy hat? I met her dad. Well, first I met her brother, and her brother's like... Uh-oh.
The Dukes are thinking only of their trading assets, not the long-term health of our partners in the Deerwood. If Defiance Bay falls, all we will have left are overland routes. Not much comfort.
I don't want to see anything bad happen to Defiance Bay either. Good. Well, when we tell the Duke, I hope he believes us. Yeah, so I met her brother, and her brother was a huge scumbag. And then he was like, but I did help him anyway. And then he's like, talk to my dad. My dad has some cool shit for you to do. He'll be so happy. And his dad told me to piss off. So... Thus ended my relationship with the Mafia. I first tried to talk to his dad first, and his dad... Oh no, I did end up killing them. But that was an accident.
You work for the Dukes of the Valian Republics, huh?
Ah, for as long as they will allow.
Must be nice always knowing who you're supposed to serve.
Knowing how.
Oh, your dialogue got cut off. That's okay. It does be like that. I didn't mean to. I wanted, so I was exploring the rooms and stealing whatever I could. A classic day in Pillars of Eternity. And I tried to get into his room, and I touched the door, and I just got assaulted. I didn't know. Granted, there was a dude telling me not to touch the door, but I touched it anyway. Because I noticed after the fact. I took it back. I didn't mean for it to happen. Oh no, I needed to... This isn't where I want to be at all, actually. Okay, where's that man? Because I'm about to Google it. Because I've looked everywhere for him. What's his name? Curran. Alright, I'm gonna Google it. Because I have looked high and low for this man. And I have been unsuccessful. Pillars of Eternity. Curran. Where are you at, my friend? Oh, he's in Blackenberry at the Hurriet house. Oh, I don't think I can talk to this man. I think I killed everybody in that house.
I them I say.
So here's what happened for those who missed it. I went into a house, and an old woman was at the stairs, and she said, "You can't come up here. You don't live here." And my two options were backhand her or attack her. Oh no, it was the Raymont Manor. I can still go into... Oh shit, this is the house I need to do everything in. Okay, we're fine. But anyway, it was this house right here. Not right now, old man, I'm telling a story. So, my two options were backhand her or attack her. So I was like, well, I don't want to kill her, so I backhanded her. And then she died anyway. And the whole house attacked me. And I did kill them all. So I did what I had to do. But my intention was to never start shit. Shit started me. Like... I didn't mean to. It was the saddest thing because my only two options were I could have left too. So there was technically three options, but I didn't want to leave. I wanted to go upstairs. So I did the least violent option and I backhanded her, and she crumpled so slowly and died. I legitimately felt guilty. It was so... Anyway, this old man needs to talk. As you near the apparition, you are overcome suddenly by a powerful anxiety that sits like a stone in your stomach. The feeling is not quite real, the recollection of an emotion rather than the emotion itself. It wrenches your insides nonetheless. The apparition's brow is tensed, a look of concern playing across its face. The other missionaries
say you have been neglectful of your duties.
My mind has been elsewhere.
Oh? And what troubles you?
Is this our dad? Oh, I hope it's our dad. I hope this man's our dad. For reasons I can't explain. The pain in your stomach deepens, and you feel for a moment as though you are about to be sick. Your mouth has gone dry. Forgive me, Eminence. I wish to leave the order. The man folds his fingers together and presses them to his mouth. Thoughtful.
You have been an apt student, and your convictions have inspired those around you. May I ask what has changed to make you feel this way?
I used to play, I've suddenly forgotten the name. It's the birdie, but it's also called a shuttlecock, and your racket is super light. Badminton. I used to play badminton in high school. I was not very good at it. But I did love slamming that shuttlecock. No, not when you play it with me. I am absolutely there for violence. I have done something unforgivable. See, I'll go with the canon that I have not been good. I do. The apparition exhales slowly, and its lips press together, a sympathetic rapport in his eyes. It places a hand on your shoulder. I see.
I see. And you would cast yourself out, is that it?
What I've done, no god would have me now.
If you believe that, then I have failed you as a teacher. There are many gods so that all people are looked after, no matter who they are or what they've done. The only ones who need fear anything are those who abandon their gods, thinking all is lost. But for those who beg help and forgiveness, the gods always provide.
Only for the deserving.
I will tell you the truth. There may be some among the gods who would see you punished. But after punishment comes absolution. Redemption.
Redemption.
Whatever stain there is upon your soul, the gods can wash it clean. But you must dedicate yourself to them in return. That is what makes one deserving. Will you return the faith they put in you?
The knot in your stomach seems to loosen all at once, and the anxiety is replaced with something else entirely, something warm and soothing, and it is something you know you can never repay. As the vision fades, you start to become cognizant of the many odd looks aimed in your direction. Your last response echoes in your mind. I will.
Yes.
I feel like I've spoken to this
How do
woman
you
before.
do?
Oh shit. Excuse me, but I've been looking for you. You're the one who lifted the curse on Heritage Hill? My lady, who wishes to remain anonymous, has entrusted me with bringing you this pistol. It belonged to a dear friend of hers who was lost to the curse. For your part in reclaiming Heritage Hill, my lady wishes you to have it. Here, may it serve you in battle. I wonder how much I could get for selling this. You can be such a dickhead. Anyway, thank you. She bows. You are quite welcome. Now I must be off. Farewell. Look at her go. It's kind of what I did for that little boy. I gave him a knife. There are people that I need to talk to in here. There's my man Curran. I have spoken with you before.
How do you do?
Curran's quick hands are busy with the mountain of scrolls before him. Hello again, my mysterious friend. Is this advocate real? It is signed by you. He holds the page but seems to stare through the words, as if something is woven in the fabric of the paper. Curran bares his pointed teeth. I remember Penhelm, a prating peacock of a man, his mouth dry and hands moist when I told him he was the sole descendant of the Adarian general, one who fought against Hadrit's rebellion. He scans the officiate. A forgery, and it's not the first I've seen. He hands it back to you. But I've no time for the knights and their obsessions. Bring this to Commander Cliver and show him the seal. He points to the wax stamped by the forged signature. If he compares it with another, he should be able to spot the difference. Doom a man? Alas Gaze looks to you. Doom a man for the soul the gods gave him? Seems rather unfair. Aleph, that guy's a jackass. I was invited here by Lady Webb. Curran cocks his head to one side as if trying to get a better look at you. Forgive me, she doesn't take many visitors, but the ones she does invite are a fascinating lot. I've always marveled at her choices. Nothing in common to my eyes, but her sight is far keener than mine. I wonder what it is she sees. Her room is upstairs, the one with guards out front. The city may not understand her value, but the Duke certainly does. Okay, so I don't have time to talk to Lady Webb. I guarantee it. So we will go back to the Knights, and that will be the last thing we do. Because I cannot stay later. I must raid in Final Fantasy XIV. Oh, that's true. Oh my god. Oh my god. Penhelm's face is white. Just talked to that little cipher, did you? One of my novitiates told me he'd seen someone. Oh, oh, thank you so much, Koji. Oh, thank you. Just talked to that little cipher, did you? One of my novitiates told me he'd seen someone in the records room. He takes a slow step towards you, extending his hand. Give me the officiate. I've done nothing to you. His other hand comes to rest next to his sword. No, I need to get that armor back for that one guy. If he would give me the armor in place of this thing, that would be good. But I don't seem... What does this mean to you? Are you serious? This is my career. I've labored for years for it, and it all hangs on some coincidence of a past life? Any Dryerwood, rich or poor, can aspire to a position of the Crucible Knights. Anyone can rise to the rank of the High Justice, except for those of us born with the wrong soul. Tell me how that's reasonable. I wish I could... I wish there was an option that I swapped the thing for the thing, but I guess that would be too simple. This guy is a huge jackass. Don't worry, I'm sure the knights will let you stay to scrub the latrines. He draws his sword and spits it at your feet. I won't let you ruin me over this. Well, I guess you're gonna die over it then. This man is also wasting my time. I can't. I have things to do. Durance is tanking. More tentacles. Today, Ella. Thank you. Get him, boys. Oh, those tentacles have a reach.
Oh.
Well, solved that
Certainly.
situation. I'll head to the first fires. I am a champion of the Crucible Knights, as someone who has just killed a Crucible Knight. Hell yeah. Just 12. Or the dozens. I wonder if I'm good enough to talk to that guy in the records room for Adir. I've kind of done all that I can do side quest wise. I have 5 minutes, depending on how long this conversation is. I will see if I can stop by the Duke really quickly. I would love to just do actual story stuff come tomorrow. Is this the armor you wanted? Orzuk wavers a moment in disbelief. He looks at you, then back at the breastplate. He reaches for it slowly, as if expecting it to disappear before he can touch it. How did you manage this? You were right about the officiate. Unfortunately, Penhelm forced me into a fight. A shame it ended like that, but he's the lying weasel who started this. You did all I asked, and you are owed much. He withdraws a leather coin purse from his pocket and hands it to you. Stop by Solnit's shop on the other side of the hall. She sells some of the best gear in the city, and I'll see that she opens her inventory to you. What is this armor to you anyway? Orzuk looks around, trying to appear casual. Ah, nothing really. Just a keepsake. He tries to look you in the eye, but when he does, he appears to reconsider. He sighs. It commemorates the Order of Margaret, highest order of valor, awarded to the dead, never the living. Us Direwoods, real Direwoodians, we don't have the nobility or birthrights. Unless you're some copper fucker from a deer, all we've got is the honor we bring to our family name. Ah, copper fucker. That is a new one. So this... He pauses, considering the weathered metal, a pale image of its former self, but it's still catching the light. It's something to live up to. Well, I'm glad I did that, despite that the dozens are in fact bastards. But, let's go. Not the Hall of Mysteries. I think it's back all the way at the first fires. Are we still working on the jail cells? We're not. Alright, let's keep fixing up the castle then. I got money for days. You guys walk so slow. Okay, first fires. And I know, you guys are having a conversation. I'm sorry.
The world is the punchline, Birdwoman. In all its weakness. Would you kill the messenger?
If he were as annoying as you, I'd consider it.
Fair. Run, a deer, run.
Well met, friend.
Saints Roar. Oh. He looks up at, my reputation precedes me. He looks up at the shelf and withdraws a thick volume, shifting a layer of dust aside with his hand. The rosters are in the front, the inventories of the dead in back. He passes it into Adir's outstretched hands. Adir leafs through the book for some time, anxiously running his thick farmhand's fingers over page after page of names. At last his hand stops, his fingers just below one name.
Odin Talesh died 18 Majavernho 2808. Third Battle of Cleaban Relog. Blazing Glanfather names, I swear. Rayet Saris?
He stops short, his eyes bulging. They scan back and forth over and over.
I'll be the effigy. He fought for Rayet Saris. Why did he fight for Rayet Saris?
I'm sure he had a good reason. I am too. He stares at the page, his complexion drained. I am too.
We gotta go there. That battlefield. Clea, the one I said. I don't know how else I'm gonna make sense of all this. I gotta see what he saw. And who knows, maybe his spirit will even be there and you can have one of your weird talks with him. Worth trying, right?
I'll help you any way I can.
I appreciate that. Wish I could say you won't regret it, but you certainly might.
Maybe so, Matt Mercer. Maybe so.
Yes.
Alright. Now tomorrow, for sure, 100%, we can get back on the main story train. Won't that be exciting? I know. You really can't. Can't say no to McCree. I feel the same way about there's certain voice actors that their voices are like, yeah, he's actually hold on, he's Olaf too, or not Olaf,
How may I help?
Aloth. He's Aloth Anadir. Aloth is his Yusuke voice from Persona 5, and Adir is McCree. His two voices.
Certainly.
Yeah. Oh, I recognized the McCree voice right away, and then someone else told me that he was also Aloth, and I was like, what? Yeah, his voices are really easy to pick up. I think he does Jotaro's voice from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, and all I can hear out of that is McCree, so. Alright, tomorrow, for sure, 6 p.m. EST sharp, main story. Long last, it's been like a week and a half. It'll be exciting. I'm so curious where this goes, and I'm excited to meet this Lady Web. I hope she's an actual spider. I just hope there's a spider chilling out in the room, and that's why no one ever sees her. So that'll be exciting. Thank you so very, very much for watching and everything. I really couldn't do it without any of you. Like I said, 6 p.m. more Pillars of Eternity, and then I will be back. Sooner than that, I lost my train of thought. I will be back sooner than that at 2 p.m. EST with more Darkest Dungeon. We had a good run today. Nobody's dead yet, and I didn't have to start over in a fit of absolute bunny rage, so that's always a good thing. Linked below is my Discord that I just started getting up and running. There's only a few of us in there, but we talk about stuff sometimes, and you can all see how late I stay up irresponsibly playing Ark and Dead by Daylight. There's my Twitter for updates and my YouTube with all my other videos, like the beginning of this series and all the other series that I started playing in the long ago, like Undertale and Celeste and Beholder. So yes, I will see you all tomorrow. I hope you all have a very lovely evening. Oh, thank you! We are going to need it. Oh, I think it's re-clears today. Re-clears will be fine. Thank you, and take care. Goodbye!